Hi there, Oscar424, and this is Fretless, the Wrath of Riffson. It's an indie RPG that combines turn-based mechanics with that of deck-building roguelites and rhythm games. And it's a really cool mashup that I absolutely love. It is super unique and fun. So we're just getting started in the game. The first whole segment, probably the first like 8 to 10 minutes, are like the intro to everything, because there's just a little bit to learn about. It helps if I like open that chest. A little bit to learn about this game. The combat is pretty cool, pretty straightforward though. That said, combat's kind of the reason why later on in the game I'll be letting commentary do a lot of the talking for me, because it relies heavily on the rhythm mechanics. And specifically, you can do bonus damage to enemies if you time a certain button press right, like I did the first time, not the second time. You can also block damage from enemies if you time a button press correctly. So that gets very important later on. We're just gonna get through this really quickly and continue on our merry way. I'm gonna grab that health potion and move on into our first area, which is Songwood Forest. Now, there's a lot of unskippable fights in Songwood, and they're, again, just teaching you the mechanics of the game. So you use frets to do damage, and this is where the deck building comes into play here. You can equip 16 frets, no more, no less, and it shuffles through. You get to look at 6, and we'll do that. So you never really know what you're going to get, and you can't really manipulate it in any way, shape, or form. Also, there we go. Yep. Every weapon, and the weapons are instruments, has a special ability, and I did not block both of those. I did not block either of those. Jeez. The acoustic guitars is every 6th attack you do bonus damage, and you can tell by following that little like screen icon in the upper left during combat. There's 4 different weapons in the game: the acoustic guitar, the bass guitar, the synthesizer, and the 8-string. We're only going to use 2. The very first 2 you get, which is the acoustic guitar, and then it immediately gets outclassed by the bass guitar. So at the end of this segment, we're going to get the bass guitar, and then we'll continue to use the acoustic for a couple fights, I think 3 fights after that, and then we switch to our powerhouse, the bass, which is my personal favorite as well, because I have a bass guitar just off camera. So yeah. Alright. This teaches about buffs. You can buff yourself, debuff enemies. Enemies can buff themselves, debuff you. Both sides have access to the same buffs and debuffs. Oh. Thankfully that killed, because I'm like, I have terrible riffs right now. Ooh. Alright. Here is the first skippable fight. And you'll notice I pause buffered. Yeah, I can do this. So that small mushroom scares the heck out of me every single time. If you pause at the right time, it'll reset their chase, and then you can get past enemies. That's how we're going to be getting past a lot of enemies in this game. Here it's teaching you how to equip riffs. We are getting to... There we go. Perfect. Well, perfect would be getting through that one without pausing, but sometimes I would rather be safe than sorry. So this one teaches you about crescendos, and crescendos are... they're limit breaks. That's it. But I am going to have to pay attention here for reasons I will tell you about in just a second. So if I missed a single button on that, this would not be a one-hit kill. But the pattern is always the same. The buttons are different each time. So you can't just like brain shut off that. You actually have to pay attention to the buttons. You get crescendos, and the crescendo is different based on the weapon. And bosses also get crescendos. And you will absolutely be seeing a few of those in this game. So, we'll see. All right, this is the last forced fight. Oops, helps if I know where to go. It's going to drop some fretboard oil, and it's going to teach you how to upgrade abilities. That's not what I wanted to see, kind of, but... but we could probably make this work. We'll see. Nope, that's fine. We'll just do... yeah, that's not bad for not being able to do the uber attack. All right, so this might be a 3-turn. Yeah, this should be fine. Yep. All right. You can do that in 2 turns, but you need a very specific set of riffs to show up, and I did not get that. All right, I have a fight to dodge up here. That was clean. Yeah, not dodging some fights. Some of the fights can add literal minutes to your time because they are so slow. It's like the enemies are damage sponges or have certain abilities that make everything last a lot longer. Just did our last upgrade to the acoustic guitar by giving it some silver strings. I don't like where you are, but that's fine. All right. Heading on to Songword, I'm going to grab this health potion, not to use, but to actually sell coming up. Show. We are officially in Dissonant Thicket for like a few seconds. We're going to head back home because we are now getting the bass guitar in this fun little cutscene. It's going to teach you how to equip it. We're going to immediately unequip it because we're going to use the acoustic guitar for a little bit longer. And then we're going to switch to the bass before the first boss fight. All right. Grabbing that. We are taking the bridge. I need that riser. Adding those two, and... okay. So there are 2 fights that I'm going to take in here, and 3 fights that I'm going to try my best to dodge. The first 2 fights are the ones that I take, and I'm going to try to build up crescendo. First, sell all that. Okay. Yeah, these I take. So I'm building up crescendo for the boss fight. I need to be at least like at 45. And you get crescendo points for every single successful QTE. Which is also super important that I hit these attacks. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, missed that other one. So, whoops. That's alright though. Think I should be good. I think. Yeah, I'll be good. Yeah. I'm good. So, you can only use your crescendo when it's at 50, so having 48 in theory to go against the boss, as long as I skip the next 3 fights, should be good. But here's where I'm going to focus up because the walking paths can be very sketchy to get past these next 3 fights. This one's okay. Okay. That's the easy one. This is the nightmare one. Okay, we're fine. Whew. So you can actually quit out of the game and quit right back in. Go right back in and get put back to a different area and avoid all those combats, which is great. Because now we are going to get ready for the boss by switching to the base and then building it up a little bit. All right, we are going to upgrade Volt Sling. We are going to upgrade Broken Bypass. We are going to equip you. We're going to equip that. And we are ready to take on the first boss, which, as you can tell by my splits, has a very scary name. Larry. Yeah, we're fine. Larry, I'll admit, has a 56.44% chance of being, if going for a PB, a reset. Or not a reset, a successful go. We're looking for a specific ability that has a red oval on it, and I need to get that ability within the first 2 turns. So, we'll see. From a marathon standpoint, I can still play it. It just might take a little bit longer. Nope. Alright, well, that's alright. We are just going to then do this. So we're not in worst case scenario just yet. We're getting there. Okay. Let's see if I can salvage this. Nope. That's a dead run. That's gonna be 13 points of damage. Yeah. You know, I had a bad Larry fight in my PB when I ended up dealing with shields and his crescendo, and I'm still ahead. Oh boy. Alright. Well, Larry and his Buster Sword Keytar can go away and live to fight another day. Spoilers. We'll see him again. He gets a little bit of an upgrade, though. Alright. In the meantime, we skip cutscene. Also, that big giant picture that was Riffson. That's the big bad. Spoilers. But now we are getting the third weapon, the synthesizer, and we are never going to use it. But yeah, at this point, it's pretty much me kind of starting to very much rely on commentary to keep me afloat, because this is when things start getting a little bit more dangerous as we go. So I might go quiet for a little bit, bring in some quips as need be, but right now we are making our way to the next boss, which is a Xylomancer. But in the meantime, usually when I'm picking up items or chests, it's 100% to sell. Sell for money so I can upgrade the base. So we'll be getting new rifts for the base soon. We're going to upgrade a lot of those rifts, and we are going to start doing a lot of damage. I gotta pick that up. Here I need to save at least 150 currency. Otherwise I kind of bork myself a little bit here. Okay. Perfect. All right. Nope, nope. That giant crab is very scary to get by. I didn't want to say anything. Here's where I pick up the base rifts. I'm gonna quit to main because otherwise I can't get past those enemies. We're gonna head back in and we're gonna do some menuing, mostly with the base rifts. Yep. That's it. Okay. Oh, this is bad. I don't... This is a hard one to get past, to be honest. You are literally right in the way. Nope. Yeah, that's a spicy one. Alright. Well, let's they're gonna get some shields, which is fine. We'll deal with that. But yeah. So we'll still do a good amount of damage, which is nice. So it goes by fairly quick. It's still just kind of unfortunate. So that also means we can. Ooh, a gold record is nice, especially for selling stuff. Especially for selling stuff. Oof. Okay, I need to focus up because this next skips another annoying one. Where are you? Whew. Yeah, they catch up on you real fast. Real fast. Whew. All right. So here we're going to meet Zolio, and he's trying to get into a Cavern of Wonders and a lot of musical stuff. We'll help him out in a second. We have to take care of a boss first. There's one thing we're picking up up here. Okay. We just picked up the jazz pickup for the bass, which is the second of, I think, 3 bass guitar upgrades we do. I just realized we didn't we didn't do anything for Zolio's camp right there, so whoops. That's fine. So this is the Xylomancer. He had some buddies. It's fine. We're going to... Actually, yeah, we're going to do this. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, the more slap you have in your upper left-hand corner, there we go. The more slap you have, the more damage you do over time. So I'm very carefully picking what goes where. There we go. Perfect. All right. Nope. Head back to Zolio. Yeah, because if I didn't kill him right then and there, he would have been able to activate his shields, and we would have been there for a lot longer. So, whew. All right, so we have found a whole bunch of cool musical stuff. We don't care. We have the bass guitar. We don't need anything else. But we are going to pick up an 8-string. It's a cool guitar. It has some really cool mechanics. It's basically, think like Death Knight or those type, like a Blood Knight or whatnot. But we don't use it because, yeah, we have other fish to fry. All right, so we are heading up to fight a next big boss, which is Lava Riffson. But first, we must take out an assassin. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing out that red debuff. I can't anymore, that's fine. Actually, no, what we're gonna do is this, into that, and then we're gonna kill this guy. We'll just, we're not even gonna wait for him, we're just gonna go. I'm gonna grab that and move on. Now this next area is pretty sketchy. There's 3 fights and you have a constant debuff, which you're going to constantly lose health because of in fights. So this is a good area where if I die, it shows you the perks of how marathon friendly this game is. For the most part, if you die, it just puts you back in the area. So like, you just go fight the enemy again. But you'll have full health instead, so it's nice. So, I'm looking at doing here is that. Demons are kind of annoying because once they die, they're going to turn into goats. So, it's unfortunate, but you just kind of have to deal with it. We're going to take you and, yeah. You notice I tend to do the time things. So yeah, you saw I turn into a flaming goat, which is, it is what it is. Really? I didn't block 2 of them. That's not great. Okay. That actually kind of works in my favor right there. Yeah, because I already have a lot less health than what I would prefer. So we're just going to end this now. We're just going to end it. We're not even playing around. So yeah, that is the first of 3 fights. Your health doesn't replenish, and this is why it gets very sketchy. And that includes going into Lava Riffson. So, yeah, the fights get easier, but RNG can still kind of be a butt. And I didn't get on what I was hoping for. So we'll just have to deal with it. Okay, yeah, this I'm probably gonna, real talk, I'm probably gonna die in yeah, I need to kill you in the 3rd fight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I need to be careful, otherwise I'm going to die in this fight. Yeah. So yeah, it's I'm probably better off just taking the death right away and not fight it, if that makes sense. That way I can go into this fight with full health and then just kind of steamroll them. Alright, so how much damage are you going to do? You are not going to do enough damage, which is unfortunate. Actually, yeah, you are going to do enough damage. Alright, so I skipped the turn. I'm going to die right there. That's fine. You can see now, again, how marathon friendly this is going to be. Because I've already got credit for the first 2 fights. And now I just have to go fight the 3rd guy. So we just come back down here. We'll be at full health. And now I'm going to wail on them. Actually... Alright, what I am going to do, though, get rid of that, and then go... Like I said, now I'm going to wail on him. Alright, so I've completed the 3 fights. It lets me pass. Grab that and... Nope. I forgot it is actually down. So we have health, we have shield. I think it's... We should be good. But now we have to deal with... I totally lost my train of thought. I got ahead of myself there. I was like, I should be upgrading. No, I shouldn't. Not yet. Upgrade after Lava Riffson. Who is the next boss? Now, Lava Riffson is immune until you get rid of his tones. So... So again, it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. Actually, we'll do that. Like, although he is immune, he still can get debuffed, so I threw compression on him, which he takes more damage. But... Now you can see the coolest enemy crescendo of the game. It's also the hardest. I will honestly take that by missing one. Like, I'm very proud of myself for that one. Like, real talk, proud of myself. Alright, okay. Now we have some fun. Alright. That's gonna kill the pipe and back, and now we're gonna beat him up a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, I was getting a little worried there. Because, yeah, if you don't kill him before he brings his tones back, takes a little bit longer. You're heading on to Tundra, which is kind of like the chill area. It's a fetch section where we just gonna go around fetching multiple items while also doing our last upgrades on the bass guitar and its riffs. So there's 3 different sections. We have to do slightly different things for each one. The Pet the Dog incentive is actually in Tundra. So we'll see where that spot is momentarily. First, all right. Okay. I don't know how many I need, so I'm just playing it safe. View riffs. We're doing power slap. Power slap. Oh, whoops. Helps if I, like, don't. Don't sell too much. And then heat stock wave. Or headstock weave, because I know words. I went a little too crazy with the, a little too wild with the selling of, or the buying of things. Oops. Alright, here is where I'm going to be doing a lot more focusing, because there are snails in this section that will destroy your run. Like, just straight up. Run is dead if he catches me. So. Thank you. Like, you need to move. Alright. The oboe snake is a forced fight, which is fine. But, let's see here. He has an interesting ability where he will actually take away 2 of the 3 on your list. Yeah. Or your fretboard, I should say. So, thankfully we didn't have to see it, so yeah. Here we get the cloud pedal, which, and we also teleport to it apparently. This is not the key item. I'm getting there. We are going to equip that. And carry on. And find the squirrel that took our first key item. Ooh, that they behaved. Okay, okay. That's not where I need to go. I went to hit start and I literally just like hit the button above, or the area above my start, which is unfortunate, but it happens. In the grand scheme of things, these guys are pretty straightforward. All right, we'll do. Yeah, is that they're pretty straightforward, so I'd rather fight them than fight snails. But yep, that is our first relic, so we can head back to the start menu, head back in. All right, we are double checking because there's a couple of these that we quit to menu. There's one specific one that we fast travel to, so making sure I go to the right one. I always tend to go to the wrong one without looking at my cliff notes. So we have our first relic, and now we're heading to the area that actually has the pet the dog incentive. Which is the cutest little doggo. You can pet the dog here. Otherwise, I can come back here after I beat the game. And we can pet the doggo then. So we have more snails to dodge, 2 obo snakes to fight, and a doggo to save. Not... But actually, that's fine. I didn't... Yeah, the snail is a lot faster than you think. Even when you've played this a few times, that snail can still make you realize it's a lot faster than you think. Oh, this is not a great position. It's doable? Okay. Whew. All right. See, that is the puppo. You can't pet the puppo until you fight the obo snakes. So we'll take care of that now. Oh, please don't take my ability. Yep, you did. Thanks. That just reshuffles it, which is really annoying, but... actually... yeah. We'll just deal with it. And you take the double ups. Because of course you do! Rude. Yeah. Okay. That is frustrating. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. But we'll kill him next turn. Yeah, him taking my my big shot was pretty much what did me in. But he dies right here, so that's fine. Alright, now we run down for the cutscene. Now we run back to the guy's house. That is so scary right there. All right. So here's where we will fast travel back to Tundra, and then we will get our third item. See, that's what happens when you pet the doggo. Again, we can come back here at the end of the game and do a lot more of those pets. That's literally the exact animation for petting the dog. But you get hearts, and he's so cute, and we We love our doggo. So, I'll do a quick heal. Heck. Not entirely needed, but it's for good luck. So, we'll take it. Okay. So we turn this in, and nope. For some reason, that squirrel always, like, trolls me, and I think I need to go somewhere I actually don't need to go. It's fine. This last part is literally just a run to go get the key item. And then we can get out of Tundra. Finally. This is the fastest of the 3 to get to. I had a momentary lapse there. As long as you don't dally there too long, you could just sneak right out before that bird comes back. It is a nice touch. Okay. After this, we're heading to my favorite place called Base Camp. It's quite literally a home for bass guitarists. My people. Hey, we've put in the glittery Christmas ornament things, we'll just call them that, and now we're gonna, like I said, head to the caverns. Curse you, squirrel. No more moose and squirrel. Actually, no, let me grab that cure potion just in case. All right. So yeah, base camp. We're not here for very long. We're going to activate a mechanism, and then we're going to go into the caverns. We're going to take a phone call, then we are going to activate a mechanism, and then we are going to go to the caverns. So basically, we're trying to get picked up so we can go to Battle of the Bands and be awesome. So we need to activate that, and then ring a bell on top of a mountain. That's it, just ring a bell. It's a really big bell. We have to ring it not once, not twice, but thrice. This area is very, very straightforward. Again, it's there's one forced fight, and then there's one with the absolute god tier RNG. You can dodge it, but usually you just kind of accept your fate and fight the fight. And then anything else is me not having great lines getting between enemies. So, but, like I said, this one's pretty... I wouldn't even call this a maze. It's not. It's a very straightforward, really pretty area. I went the wrong way, and now you are blocking my exit. Thank you. Real talk, I always go the wrong way right there. But in some respects, it's like I find it a little bit easier to get past the enemy then if I kind of go the wrong way and let them reset a little bit. Because that centipede is a big boy. He's a big, big boy. For some reason, I noticed on that butterfly, if I like slow down to a walking pace, it gets very confused. And it just kind of lets me pass. Usually. Usually. Not always, but usually. Alright, so we're gonna fight some cronies here. Here I'm just trying to do a good amount of damage onto one of them. I am having issues blocking, apparently. Alright, let's go. Okay. Yeah, I would prefer to get rid of that guy before he gets a shield. I'll deal with a health rebuff or regen, but actually, yeah. Oh! Wow, okay. Rude. I was not dodging. That's a mild concern. Are you health? Nope, you're shield. But I will use that shield to my advantage. So you have to ring the bell thrice. And then we can proceed. If we don't ring the bell thrice, we don't alert the helicopter to come pick us up, which is a bit of a problem. All right, so here... Now we can actually walk through these cutscenes. Nope. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that fight. I accept defeat right there. We're just gonna... We're just gonna wail on you right away. And carry on. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do that, and then that. Yeah. That way we were able to use... We did use the health pot, which is fine. I didn't really like my odds dodging the other fight, unfortunately, so... Nope. I did not expect you to come back so quickly, sir. So we'll just run back this way. It's fine. Either way, the door is open. We are through the caverns. And now we have to go fight a boss. Actually, I forget. Is it? Yeah. I couldn't remember if I had an assassin split or not. That guy just wants us to free him. Nah. We got other fish to fry. Like this assassin. So... he can be a little annoying, depending on what bonus the helicopter gives him. and how quickly and successfully we can build up our slab. But I will do that to get a good start. Double compression on him pretty fast. And the fact that he's getting a shield right away is very upsetting. I'm going to do something kind of spicy. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. Because you do more damage with higher slap. This is not going to be enough. But... oh, but it was close. I'm actually proud of that much damage. Is that 105? It's just a 13 now. So, we'll see how he is in the next turn. He's dead. He's very much dead. Unfortunate time loss because we had to see the crescendo, but it is what it is. So at this point, we are in the final area, and we're heading to the Battle of the Bands. But before we go into the Battle of the Bands, what we need to do is heal. I tend to forget to do that. So I'm reminding myself now. Hey, Asuka, talk to the nurse. Okay. So yeah, Battle of the Bands is a series of fights which end with a rock band at the end of each round. There's 2 rounds, then we go fight Rick Riffson for the final fight. This one, you have to take out the guitarist before you take out the speaker. Okay. I love how that one works. Oops. Whoa. Whoa. Hi, pups. All right, next fight. Actually, I am having issues blocking, apparently. Ay, ay, ay. Really? Huh. Okay. Okay. Rude. Okay. So here we're utilizing some shield potions, some cure potions. To try to mitigate some damage. And then I'm going to just, again, wail on them. Because this is the end of Battle of the Bands 1. Alright. There's always one guy. Rude. That's fine. Rude. Alright, now... Again, apparently get healed twice. Now is the annoying stealth section. We are going to grab these golden strings for marathon safety, but this is an area where if I basically get caught by any of the enemies, I lose lots of time. So they're fairly straightforward, but it's a matter of I sneak around, you pay attention to the view grid for what the enemies can and can't see, and you get key cards to progress to the next areas. But I'm mostly going to be paying attention here so I don't screw something up. And there's a very slick move you get past the enemies with in the second half of the stealth. So I'll have to pay very close attention during that section. So this is kind of the just explanation of what's going on. Yeah, big thing is I have to not be seen by that red grid at all. Otherwise, it straight up kicks me out. This one you just have to be patient for. Hang back because that side grid is going to get you if you're not careful. So I'm going to grab that blue key. I'm going to wait here. There is nothing you can do to artificially get past that guy. There's really no glitches to be had in this game. So you just have to, again, do it normally. Alright. We're through the first area. We're not safe yet. There is a checkpoint after this area. So again, the key is to just be patient. now, this is the checkpoint. So if we get busted, we'll get brought back to that little area right there. Here's where I'm going to get very close to an enemy and, well, you'll see. Yep, we're fine. You know, field of vision is a strange thing. Here, we're going to wait until... As soon as he passes... And as soon as he passes, we can just sneak through and progress to the next area. But we also have to be very quick right here because... Yep. Perfect! It's... With how much you just have to keep going, like to get the best cycle right there, you just have to go. And your timing has to be on point. And I always go for that chest, and even though I don't need that chest. But yeah, that's... The stealth area... Like, just getting through the first half is super important, because then if you don't get out of the first half, you get kicked out of the whole area. And then getting through the second half is just that cycle is... Okay, we're fine. So, with that, thankfully we've gotten through the stealth very, very efficiently. And we're heading on to Battle the Bands Round 2. Actually, I lied. Me. Yeah. It's like, no, that's actually where I split it. All right. So again, round 2 is very similar to the first one. We have a different boss, though. A friend we all know and love. He got an upgrade. Okay. Actually... This sounds weird. I'm gonna hold off on using those until the next fight. Because the trick to the next fight is breaking their shields. So, let's see if I can do that. Oh, I lied. It's not him. It's them. Or it's not. Words. Alright. I was ahead of myself. Which is honestly fine. I'll make this fight go a lot quicker. 11, 14. Okay, yeah. We're gonna do some funny stuff right now. Alright, now we deal with the snails. Actually... Oh, I hate those snails. actually. Yeah, because once you take out their shields, they can't get their shields back. So... The downside, they start then, like, actually attacking, so... So I'm using a very specific attack against the bottom one. Yeah. Oh, he can get his shield back. Huh, go figure. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna do... Alright. Yeah, that was not a good battle advance too, because I got stymied by those shields. So we're just gonna take it out on Larry. Not what I was hoping for. Not what I was hoping for, so I'm just gonna wail on him. Okay. Alright, Larry, let's go. You are bleeding time. Yeah, I already know this, like, in my PB this was a 2-turn Larry, and unfortunately that is not the case here. But... But we'll take it. So let's go. Because now we go get to deal with the final boss. But first, we always heal. Always heal. That way I never forget to heal. So we're just going to go... We've won Battle of the Bands, so now we get to go to Riffson's office and sign a contract. Which kind of sells our soul to him. We're going to say no. We're just going to fight him. So Rick is a 3-phase boss. The first 2 phases are pretty straightforward. I'm going to do our normal start. Add some compression so he takes some more damage, and then just smack him pretty hard once. Avoid the money shots. Didn't get the 2-turn, unfortunately, so we're just gonna hit him pretty hard. Yeah, so much of the speed really depends on being able to get that move. So we're just gonna have to, yeah, hope for the best here. Okay. So we're on with phase, or done with phase 1, on to phase 2. And it's just pretty much just killing those 4 boxes. So having the feedback on is really nice, so we can do damage to our friends here. Alright. We're gonna do that, we're gonna get rid of that, and then we are going to smack you. So, while I'll be able to talk, the final phase, you have to defeat his 6 cables before you can do damage to him, and you have like 2-3 turns to do 2 turns, I think, to do damage to him before he just up and wins, and you're stuck there for like 2 minutes. But time is on final hit of the 3rd fight. This is where I'm going to go super quiet because I need to make sure I kill him within that window. I have everything I need to do so, but want to make sure we do it correctly. So yeah, kill the 6 cables and then take him out. Yeah. Oh, the money shot. Okay. Now it's go time. This should kill him, I think. Hopefully. Up. And I stopped. I always forget it auto stops right there. But yeah, that time was on. That's, yeah, that is it. That is Ooh, it gets a little sketchy on the last one, just in case. But yeah, I had everything I needed, so the sketchiness was unfounded. But yeah, this is a fun run. The RNG is wild, but it's also, even with the RNG, very marathon friendly, because it's very marathon safe. It puts you back in easily accessible areas, so you don't have to worry about a lot of things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed playing it. And you saved the world by the power of music. So how can you not love that? So yeah, I'm Oscar424, and I'll see you around. Bye!